What's up, nerds? Welcome to Two Nerds in a Basement. This time we're talking about the final episode to Season 2 of The Mandalorian. And,
how amazing it was.
Yeah, how great it was. Because it was like one thing after another. First, they entered the ship. He fights the Dark Troopers. Epic fight scene. Really shows a good struggle.
Who?
And,
Who does?
Mando.
Oh, Mando, okay. Just letting you know, there's going to be spoilers in this episode.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you haven't seen it, pause this. You have time to watch us.
Yeah.
Which we love. Thank you. We love.
Yeah, just keep this video open.
And pause it.
And then go watch the final episode. And then come back to us.
Listen to what we say.
Yeah.
Comment what you think. Why you loved it, why you didn't. If you didn't love it, oof.
There might be something wrong with you.
That's his opinion, not the channel's opinion.
It's my opinion still, though.
But anyways, like, subscribe. Let's get on.
Yeah. So we see him fight the Dark Troopers. Great fight scene. He
only fights one.
He fights one, which is super hard fight, first off. And then he ejects them out the airlock.
Yes. And you're like, woo!
Glad
they're gone. Yeah, glad they're gone.
And then he meets Gideon when
who has possession of the child.
And the Darksaber. And he's like, I've got what I want. Take the child and go. So when he goes to the child, Gideon attacks. They have a little scuffle.
Which is awesome.
Great fight.
And I thought it was going to be the climax.
Yeah, I thought
right there.
Too. Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this is really cool. It's all built up to this moment. Mm-hmm. We see him. He defeats him, and he takes the Darksaber.
Yeah. So he takes the Darksaber, takes Gideon, takes Grogu, goes to the bridge where the ladies have already taken it over.
We dubbed them the Powerpuff Girls because they are so awesome and so...
we just don't know what
tough.
to call
they're
them.
Tough.
Yeah, if you can think of a name to call all of them, great. Tell us in the comments because we would like a good way to refer to them.
Yeah, we're not being disrespectful. We just think,
Powerpuff Girls is a good way to describe them
because they don't take crap from no one and they kick butt.
Yeah. So anyways, he gets to the bridge. Bo-Katan sees that Mando has the Darksaber, which she's angry and Mando's confused. And Gideon says the Darksaber has to be won through combat. Mando says, I yield, but Bo-Katan isn't having it.
Yeah, she's not having that.
As that occurs, the Dark Troopers, which have like rocket boots, basically fly back onto the ship.
Sending off alarms.
Yeah.
And they look over and they're like, oh man, and Gideon's just sitting there like, y'all messed up now.
It's got to kill all y'all but me and the baby.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
So good luck.
Yeah.
So they come at him. They're coming up to the bridge. They start pounding on the door. Then another alarm goes off. We see an X-Wing. And Cara Dune goes, oh, just one X-Wing?
Just one X-Wing.
I'm sure to her it's just one X-Wing. But to the fans, you're like...
That's all you need.
Yeah, you just see this little heartbeat start going in us. Yeah. In a fan. And then you see a hooded figure get out, ignite a lightsaber.
Don't know what color it is.
Can't see what it is.
Because of we're viewing it through a CCTV kind of style where Grogu is also on the monitor. Like
he senses the mysterious figure. And he's drawn to him and he's watching intently as this mysterious figure ignites his lightsaber and starts cutting through these things like butter. Like a knife through butter. No competition like Mando had.
Yeah, it's like a great contrast to how powerful lightsaber and training with it.
Yeah.
Just cuts down his enemies. So he fights his way.
And of course this is frightening everyone in the room that's watching.
They haven't seen anything.
They're like oh my goodness. We're next.
This guy's coming for us.
But Grogu keeps
he's like very interested and like he's not freaked out.
Admiring, and he senses he can sense who or what this person is.
Yeah, he can sense that he is like himself. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then the mysterious figure cuts down on the Dark Troopers, gets in an elevator, comes up. Elevator opens, and we get this parallel to what we got in Rogue One. Spoilers: when Darth Vader comes onto the Rebel ship and starts cutting down these poor Rebel troopers.
Yeah,
they stood no chance. He's holding one up on the roof at one point with the Force and just cuts him in half, basically.
Still proud of them. They still fought him.
Yeah, they stood their ground for a good 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I mean, that's a long time for Darth Vader.
I think it was just messing with them. Fear in their hearts and then kills them.
So, anyways.
We get this parallel to Luke, who's saving people instead of, murdering them.
Yeah.
And it's it's almost poetic. You see this
the
good
different
and evil
sides
dynamic
of the Skywalkers per se.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he fights his way. He
defeats them all.
Yeah, he defeats them all. Gets to the door. Everybody else is saying, "Keep the door closed."
Yeah, don't open it. We got to stay safe. This guy's crazy.
Yeah, and then Mando says, "Open the door," because he can see the connection between Grogu and the hooded figure behind the door. So when the door opens,
we see the mysterious figure.
Yeah, he walks in. He unhoods himself.
And who do we see? Luke Skywalker. The OG, the GOAT, the main legend himself.
Yeah.
Just standing there. And he's like, I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to take the youngling and to train him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so Mando's like...
he doesn't want to go with you. He's like, this is what he's thinking. He's like,
Mando's like, he doesn't want to go with you because Grogu is standing by his side watching Mando. And then Luke says he's waiting for your permission. And then it's like this spark in Mando's brain.
He's like, oh.
So he picks up Grogu, takes off his helmet, and has like this moment with Grogu where they're both looking at each other. Mando's getting a little teary-eyed. Grogu's like holding onto his face a little. And so he sets him down after this
emotional scene where we actually get to see the bond and connection that Ahsoka was talking about earlier.
Yeah, between like Master and Padawan.
Father, son, brother and brother. It's just what it's all been about. Basically, these 2 seasons leading and connecting them to, and now it's all going to end. And it's emotional.
First time we see a very strong emotion come from Mando.
Yeah, pretty much soulless, stays behind a mask, no emotions. But you see them all right here, and you're like, oh man, they were close.
And then you just feel like all these emotions for him all at once, like how you could still feel emotions during like the early episodes, but all the emotions come rushing when you see him without his mask and how much he cares for Grogu.
And if that's not enough, of course, the writer's like, you know what? Let's take it from here, where you're seeing Luke, all this emotions, this action. And then you hear like, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 and then R2 rolls out from behind Luke. And your heart skips a beat, and you're like, "Oh my god, R2. How can this get any better?" Heart stops, and then Grogu turns around, and him and R2 basically have this like little convo.
Yeah, they're talking to each other a little bit.
You gotta wonder what R2's thinking. Like, oh no, not this again.
Another guy to beat me with a stick.
Oh god, not this guy again. And it's a really sweet moment before a bitter moment of them all leaving. And that's the end of the that's the end.
The last we see of them so far. And then there's an after credit scene where it cuts to Tatooine, Jabba's old palace. No Jabba, of course. We see a couple blaster fires
from Finnick.
Finnick comes down the stairs, just wiping out all the people in there,
slaughtering these guys.
And then behind her is Boba, the Jabba's old assistant, I would say.
Yeah.
Sees Boba, starts to talk to him like, "Hey, man.
Hey, I've heard rumors you were alive, Wow, it's so great." And then mid-sentence, Boba just shoots him.
Takes him out.
And approaches the throne and takes it. And then Finnick by his side taking a drink. You see the screen go black, and in yellow writing you see the book of Boba Fett.
Yep.
And then coming December 2021. Which is amazing. Let's talk about how cool that is. I mean, we don't know what we're going to see in this. I mean,
we know it's going to be just as good as Mando because
it's by Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, who did The Mandalorian.
Yep.
Which they are wanting to create a Filoniverse. I know a few other shows are in the Mando timeline: Ahsoka, New Rangers of the Republic, and Boba Fett and Mandalorian. And they're all going to intertwine in the characters, and it's going to be really
see a lot of cool dynamics between them.
And they're all going to be the same quality because they're by the same people.
Yeah,
which is going to be really cool.
It's going to be easy to write them together too because it's all by the same people. We're going to see a lot of cool dynamics between the characters that have met and haven't met. So it's going to be cool for fans to see how they would react to
how they would interact with each other. Unfortunately, though, with this coming in 2021 December, it knocks Mandalorian season 3 into 2022.
Yeah, knocks it back another year.
And
but
you got to wonder, what is there for them to do now? Or is Grogu going to be a part of it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it all going to be about the conflict between Bo-Katan and Mando?
Is it going to be just training, or is it going to be conflict, or is it going to?
Is it going to be both? A little dynamic of going back and forth.
Yeah.
Are they going to try to take back Mandalore? These are all great potential ideas. I think that I think we'll see. Honestly,
they could all happen.
I think we're going to see them.
Yeah.
And along with that, they've also mentioned that the Mandalorian could go into season 4. We don't know when that would be, how that would be, if it would be after other shows. But
we really won't have any idea until the end of season
3. Of course, yeah,
yeah,
of course. And we do know it's coming 2022, and we'd like you guys in the comments to tell us what you think is going to happen. What did you think about the finale? What do you think is going to happen in Boba Fett show?
Yeah.
We might do a video about that.
Yeah.
And what do you think is going to happen in Mandalorian season 3 now that the gang's kind of split up? Are they going to come back together? What's going to bring them together? And how are the shows going to intermingle?
Yeah. How do you think they're gonna? Which characters are gonna meet each other first? How they're gonna react to each other? Tell us about what you think is gonna happen because we'd love to hear it. So
So comment, like, subscribe.